Nagbabalik ang Pinoy Math Tutor with Sir Orsi at your service.
Good day, my dear students. This is Teacher RC, and our topic for this presentation is parabola with vertex at HK. For our first problem, write y squared plus 8y plus 10x minus 4 equal to 0 in standard form. So we know that in parabola, we have standard form and general form. So what are they? So for the standard form, we have x minus h squared equals to 4p y minus k. So we will use this one if our leading coefficient is x squared. But if it is y squared or y, we will use y minus k squared equals to 4p times x minus h. Okay, so as you can see, this will be our patterns. And ayan. So let's do the math here. So solution. So, anong gagawin natin? So, knowing that we have y squared plus 8y plus 10x minus 4 equal to 0, we need to transpose our non-y variable terms, no? Or terms without y variable. Bakit? Kasi ang priority natin dito sa ating left-hand side will be those terms with y variables po because it's the one with a square. Okay? So, ito na po mangyayari. Y squared plus 8y then equal to negative 10x plus 4. So, bakit sir kayo naglagay ng space dito? So, nag-leave ako dito ng space para ilagay natin dito yung i-add natin. So, we will add 16 here to factor y squared plus 8y. So, we have a rule in equations or equality that whenever we add a number from left-hand side or to our left-hand side, we will do the same for our right-hand side. So, plus 16 din tayo dito sa kabila. Then next, factor. So, y squared plus 8y plus 16 is equal to y plus 4 squared. Then for our right-hand side, so yan, let's simplify it first. So, this will become negative 10x plus 20. So, sulat natin siya. Negative 10x plus 20. But still, we need to factor negative 10x plus 20 for us to determine the 4p or the latus rectum of our parabola. So still copy this. Y plus 4 squared equal to negative 10. Then sa loob po, will become positive x. Okay, because we already factored the negative sign. Then 20 will become negative 2. So here, the standard equation or the standard form of the equation of the parabola is y plus 4 squared equal to negative 10 times x minus 2. For our second problem, determine the equation of each parabola given its properties. So our given are vertex and focus. Yan. So may dalawa tayong points na gagamitin for us to determine the standard equation. Okay? Or standard form of the equation of a parabola. So gagawin ko muna so that for me to determine the orientation of the parabola at kung ano yung gagamitin nating standard form is i-sketch ko muna yung graph niya. Okay? So this is just an assumption. Kaya hindi siya accurate. But this one will help. So let's say this one is positive 5 and then this one is negative 4. So mean to say our vertex is likely to find here. Okay, and then for our focus, it's negative 1. So most likely andito siya. So meaning, if our focus is above our vertex, then we can see that the orientation of our parabola is upward. If and if this is the case, we will use, ayan, so upward siya and nakita natin na hindi gumalaw ang ating x values natin. If that's the case, then our x value or our variable x will be located on our left hand, left hand side natin. So x minus 5, because this one is positive, then magiging negative siya pag nilagay natin siya sa formula. Then squared equal to, so this one is positive. Why? Because it's the opening is upwards. So magiging tayong 4p. Okay? And then for our y, for our k will be, so negative 4 magiging plus 4. Now, we need to look for our focus. And we know that our focus is equal to p. Okay? So, paano natin kukunin ngayon yung ating p? So, let's get the y value of our vertex, which is negative 4, and the y value of our focus, which is negative 1. So, paano natin makikita yung ating distance dito? We just need to find the distance, and this will be our focus. So, that's correct. We need to use subtraction to get the distance of 2 points. Yan. Knowing that they have the same x value, which is 0, kasi para sila nasa y-axis eh. So, automatically, you will get 0 for x. So, instead, we will subtract it na lang by negative 1, si negative 4. Okay, so let's subtract it. Then, the answer here is equal to negative 3. Why? So, copy, change, change, copy, change, change. So, we just change the sign of the two signs, or let's say operation, naging addition, and for our signage of the integer negative 1 will become positive. And then we subtract. Yan, add natin sila, but because they are different signs, they have different signs, then we will subtract them. Then the answer is negative 3. Now, uh, we know also that distance should always be positive. So we will get the absolute value of negative 3, which is 3. So, thus, P is equal to 3. Now, we will substitute it to our standard formula. So, x minus 5 squared is equal to 4 times 3 quantity y plus 4. Then x minus 5 squared is equal to 12 y plus 4. So, this will be our standard form of the equation of the parabola. Okay, for our last problem, we have to determine again the equation of each parabola given its properties. Now, we just decided to do the standard formula or the standard equation of the parabola, okay, based on this given. And so for this one, we have the vertex and directrix. So we already know how to deal with this. The vertex natin, we have 2 and negative 1, but still, we cannot form the equation or the formula after or by just looking the vertex, because we still need to determine where is the focus and where is the directrix maybe. Okay, now directrix can be found at the back of the vertex. Okay, at the back. Why do I say at the back? Kasi di ba, the opening of the parabola can be determined by the focus. And now, if we're given directrix, it is at the back of the directrix, di ba? So, meaning to say, nasa likod naman to ng ating vertex. Yeah. So, let's see. So, let's do an illustration again. So, let's say nandito si 2 at nandito si negative 1. So, nandito yung ating vertex. Okay? And then, our directrix daw is y2. So, andito siya. 1, 2. Kung nandito si directrix natin, ayan, meaning to say, ang opening ng ating parabola, ayan, so, example lang po kung nandito sa atin, si 2, nasa, uh, nasa baba yung ating opening. So, opens downward naman po ito. Okay? So, most likely, andito yung ating focus. Now, the distance of our directrix is equal to the distance of our focus. For example, nandito yung focus natin. So, meaning to say they are equal. Now, let's find first the distance. Okay? Again. So, distance of our vertex and directrix. So, yung nagbago lang hahanapin natin. So, meaning to say we have 2 and then minus negative 1. Again. So, in this case, the answer is ayan, the answer is 3. Tama po ba? Ayan. So, negative 2, I'm sorry, negative 1 for our y, and then 2. Next will be our equation na. So, ganun pa rin. Ang hindi nagbago or hindi natin nagalaw is x. So, mean to say, sa left-hand side pa rin natin si x. Minus 2 squared is equal to, so, let's say this one is 4p pa rin. But, it opens downward. So, mean to say, this will be negative 4p. Then, quantity, y plus 1. So, okay. So, copy ulit natin. So, ginawa lang natin to showcase the illustration of the standard formula and ayan, para makita natin step by step kung paano natin siya i-substitute. So, knowing that they're equal, so the directrix and the focus in terms of their distances to the vertex, so P is equal to 3. So, this will be 4, negative 4 times 3. Then, quantity y plus 1. Ayun, so solve natin, x minus 2 squared is equal to negative 12y plus 1. And then enclose. So our standard form of the given parabola or the given properties, ayan, quantity x minus 2 squared is equal to negative 12 quantity y plus 1. Ayun. So thank you for listening and sana po may natutunan tayo for this video. Thank you.